Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is October 11th, 2025, and this is my weekly market review. We're reviewing the Russell 2000, that's IWM, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over to these charts and see what we see. Let's maximize this and resize that. And what we see is a bearish Arami on a high time frame on a quarterly chart, but it's only a few weeks into it's only maybe 2 weeks, if that, 11 days into the new quarter. So don't get too excited, but still pay attention to your trading plans and your trading strategies and trade accordingly. As you can see, we did go to an R1, and I was talking about that R1 level here on the Russell. As you can see, a lot of times the Russell can get to an R1 and have a hard time crossing it. And when it's in an upward trend, it did cross it here and then did quite cross that R2 before, and this time it got here and it was having a hard time. Again, I'm still based on my trading plans and my trading strategy and what I've gotten caught up in before on the Russell. I'm always really cautious when it gets to a top, because I've got, but I was selling both sides of the market and got caught up in this. But it works out. You give yourself time and you learn to minimize your losses and things work out. That's the whole thing. So again, have a trading plan and have a trading strategy, what you're going to do when you start seeing stuff like this at this time. All right, but let's go ahead and go down to that monthly chart and see what we see here. On this monthly chart, we're seeing the same thing. Is a bearish Harami in the right location at the top and all. But again, this is on a monthly time frame. We only a few not even 2 weeks into. Well, we're 11 days into the month. So again, we got 11 days into the month. So again, just be careful. Pay attention to your trading plans and your trading strategy and trade accordingly. We are technically still in a bull market, since we're above this 9-10 moving average and all at this time. We are still above pivot at this time also. We will be above pivot and all, but just pay attention to what you're doing at this time. All right, let's go ahead and go down to this weekly chart and see what we see there. On this weekly chart, what we see here, we see another bearish pattern, a bearish engulfing. This red candle here is engulfing this green candle in the right location. That's what you call a bearish engulfing, when it's green red like that, and the body of this candle engulfs the body of the previous candle, and that's what we're seeing at this time. So again, on this time frame is the time frame that I really start trying to pay attention, and what you're going to be looking out for is that confirmation candle. If a candle forms down here and it's trading to the downside. And also be careful, because right now it looks like we will be opening below pivot, and the goal for these I say goal, I don't know what their goal is or their plan is, but a lot of times this market will reach a support one level if it's going to continue to the downside. Of course I can't say of course it's going to reach a support one level. It can drop all the way down here to a support 3 level in a week, as we saw. So be careful. All I can say is be careful. These are monthly pivots. So again, we're early in the month. So just be careful. That's all I can say. These are monthly pivots. So all right, let's go down to the daily noise and see what caused all this on the chart. These are what we see on the chart. I'm not talking about any noise and mess any noise and mess that actually went on in the country that caused this and all. But the thing is, the Russell gives you a nice, pretty picture that the warning signs were given. And what do we see here? We see how this thing here is doing that at the top. So again, I hope my short traders, they were short, ever since we had this right here. And again, I've been, the Russell is one of those ones that, like anytime it breaks out, like this, I'm kind of concerned. At first, I remember if I would have been watching this, I didn't even try. Did I swing a trade the Russell at all this week? I don't think I did. I think I only did one trade, and I think it was the Q. I traded both of them, and I got out of my Russell trade before the market even closed on this day. I did catch, because again, it closed the gap. we had a gap here, and all that gap was closed. So again, I was kind of expecting. Let me erase. I was kind of expecting this green day that we got here, and all. So I did play that back to the upside, and I was out of my trades by the end of the day, on the Russell. Uh, and I know the cues would played a little bit different. I don't know exactly what, but just not getting into too much details of what I'm doing. So, but again, based on what we are seeing here, all I'm just trying to say, the warning signs were there. You wasn't making higher highs. You was getting lower highs. When you're getting lower highs like that, and some people look at, there was a triangle actually being formed here, and the thing was, which way was it going to break out of that triangle? And all, was it going to break back to the upside, or was it going to break back to, again, just like back over here? Some people could have been looking at a triangle being formed here, and that time it broke to the upside. This time it broke to the downside, and all. So the thing is, pay attention to what you see happening on the chart, and always have a trading. You have your strategy or your plan to act accordingly. If it breaks to the upside or if it breaks to the downside, know exactly what you want to be, what you're going to be doing, and that's pretty much it. This was a crazy week. I hope you guys though still had a great week, because again, we can make money on both sides of the market. Remember that. It's just that you got to be able to react based on what you see. Not what you feel, not what you think, what you see. And that's it. That's all I really want to share. Oh, I'm gonna show one more thing. I did it on one of the other indexes. If you don't watch all the indexes I want, and I wasn't sure if I checked this index. I did. I didn't check this index, but as you can see, the market after hours did already start trying to make a reversal. That could be profit taking, or it may not be profit taking. So be careful, be careful, be careful. And that's it. That's all I really want to share at this time. This is Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.